Hi guys, welcome back to Rydebook TV. I'm Matt, and today's a very exciting day because finally I've got my hands on the brand new BMW i4. Let's go and take a look. Let's get straight into the stats. The i4 is available as a 40 and an M50. This car is a 40, the car that the majority of people will buy. The i4 40 has a very impressive range of around 360 miles on the WLTP cycle. In terms of charging, the i4 40 can charge from 10% to 80% in just 31 minutes on a 200 kilowatt charging station. Or you can gain 101 miles of range in just 10 minutes. When charging the car at home, it will charge up 100% from a BMW wall box in about 13 hours. You can also get a BMW charging card free for 12 months, so you can charge at a whole range of charging stations in the UK for free. For more details on the charging card, use the link in the description of this video. And finally, for those who are worried about the longevity of those batteries, the i4 comes with an 8-year or 100,000 mile battery warranty. Right, now onto the design of the i4. Let's start our look at the new i4 down at the front end. Well, it looks just like a 4 Series Gran Coupe, doesn't it? You've got the large kidney grills here, which are blocked in and have this sort of honeycomb effect to them. I know when these grills first came out, people were all, oh, they're too big and so on, but I think they're really growing on people and they suit this car so well. This car has the laser lights on the front. We've got an air intake down here, which funnels air down along the side of the car. And you've got the BMW emblem here with a blue trim around it. And that's pretty much, if you didn't know too much about cars, the only real, other than the I badging on it, the only real indication is that this car is fully electric, which is an incredible thing. But what do you guys think of the front end? Let us know in the comments below. I think the main theme you'll see as I walk you around this car is familiarity. This car is so familiar as a BMW. It's not different, it's not drastic, it's not completely different, but BMW do a car like that. It's the iX. That looks futuristic and different, whereas this, again, is so familiar as a BMW, as a 4 Series Gran Coupe. So this side profile is exactly the same as the 4 Series Gran Coupe on which it's based. We've got down here this sort of hockey stick effect that runs along the side of the car. The door handles have been changed. They're now flush with the door. And well, I've just activated the comfort access. Let's just reopen that. As you move along the side, it's a very sleek, elegant design. This car is finished in Portimao blue and it looks absolutely brilliant in this, well, very quickly dropping sunlight. This car has also got the larger alloy wheels and red brake calipers as well, give it a real sporting element. Again, unless you really knew what this car was, you'd be forgiven for thinking it's just an ordinary, everyday internal combustion car, which I'm going to say it a lot in this video. I love that. Now, the rear of the car, you're going to get bored of me saying this. It's exactly the same, more or less, as the 4 Series Gran Coupe on which it's based. Obviously, we've got eDrive 40 designation here and i4 designation on the rear. The big difference is down here. The diffuser is slightly different. You've got almost a diffuser, a diffuser, a diffuser. You've got triple diffusers on this car, which actually looks really nice. Again, the only real way that you can tell is the I designation. And now in the UK, you have to have a green little splodge on your number plate if the car is fully electric. But I think all in all, the exterior design of this car is brilliant. It's so recognizable as BMW. I've wanted to see one of these up close for such a long time because I think this could be the car to sway me away from internal combustion and into electric cars. That remains to be seen when I jump behind the driver's seat of it. Anyway, I'm going to show you the boot space and then we'll jump inside and have a look at the interior. Thanks to its hatchback design, the i4 has a very spacious 470 litres of boot space with the rear seats in place, and a positively huge 1,290 litres with the rear seats folded away. Inside the i4 is possibly my favourite thing about this car, because it blends current BMW design language with the future, and the future being this enormous, beautiful curved display directly in front of me. Now it's running BMW's brand new operating system, which, I've got to be honest, when you first look at it, can look a little bit like, ooh, I don't know what to do with it. However, believe me on this, it's incredibly easy to use once you are used to it. And the great thing is, it uses wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which the vast majority of people will use. And of course, with the Apple CarPlay, in normal cars, in normal BMWs, for example, you don't get the maps on the display directly in front of you or on the heads-up display. However, with the i4, it does. It mirrors from the center screen to the driver display directly in front of me, which is such a simple thing, but it's also an incredibly cool thing that hasn't been done before. But the rest of the cabin, well, what can I say about it? It feels incredibly easy to use. The quality is absolutely superb. You wouldn't expect anything else. I love the materials that are used in here. The seats, half leather, half sort of Alcantara. This has got absolutely everything on it. So we've got Harman Kardon sound system, we've got a sunroof, we've got every option you can possibly want. But it just feels familiar, but with an air of futuristic appeal about it, which actually is the general sort of my general feelings on this car. It feels very familiar yet forward thinking. It makes you feel at ease whilst experiencing the future of mobility, which I think is a brilliant thing. The steering wheel is this nice, fat, chunky M Sport steering wheel. Of course, you can just get the normal Sport with a smaller steering wheel, but this is absolutely fantastic. One thing to note though, now this takes a lot of getting used to. The air conditioning controls, which used to be physical buttons down in the center here, are now done on the screen. So when you want to really quickly change the air that's coming out, you have to go onto the screen and do it. So I found out earlier that when you're in reverse, you've got your camera on, you're looking at it, obviously. If your windows are steamed up and you want to put it on, your window demist, you then have to go into the screen, which gets rid of your camera, which isn't the greatest thing because you want to see where you're going, obviously. I have to say, it's mighty impressive in here. The resolution on the screens is glorious, the way that it's all set out, and the way it's so familiar, yet so futuristic. I absolutely love this interior. But we want to hear what you think. Please let us know in the comments below what you think of the new BMW i4's interior. And if you have any questions, do please fire them at us in the comments, and I'll try to answer as many as possible. So, what are my thoughts on your new BMW i4? If you're after an all-electric car that doesn't really look electric, I think this is probably the best option. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I love the look of the outside, love the look of the inside. And now, I've got this car for another hour, so I'm going to quickly jump inside it, take it for a drive, and see just what it's really like. If you'd like any more information on the new BMW i4, please don't hesitate in getting in contact with one of our rival BMW retailers using the links in the description. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for plenty more content to come, and I'll see you next time.